Hey guys, Celtic Fire here, back in the probably final part of Banjo Kazooie. In the last part, we took on Grunty's Furnace Fun. In this part, we're gonna go to the place where the beginning cutscene was, if you really think about it. Because we went up these staircase, or it wasn't exactly this staircase, I guess. You'll see it in a second. Grab that life right there if you think you really need it. I don't think there's anything in this window, is there? No. But as long as you have 810 notes, you can go through the final note door. So yes, you do have to play all 9 levels. Just need 10 from Click Clock Wood if you got 100 in every other one. Right here. All you gotta do is have practically almost every jiggy in the game. You need all but 6. You need 84 to be able to continue on with the game. But we head over here. This is where the machine was that you saw during the game. And there's not really anything else you can do over here. But we can go over here where Ding Pot has been moved. And we talk to him. Just gonna get some... I'm glad that doesn't show up on the screen, but besides the point, gonna get some good news that he will send us up to the roof to take on Grunty if we wanted to. But we're not going to do that just yet. Wow, these characters are pretty long-winded sometimes. Holy moly. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, Grunty. That's fantastic. Yeah, we'll take her out, but like I said before we do that, if we can just get through this long-winded conversation... There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. We're going to open these doors. 864 will unlock the gold feather one. You go in here, you can fill up on gold feathers. If you open this one, 828, you can fill up on blue eggs. Basically, you want to do this before you go up there. So if you were low on items at all, feel free to use this to your advantage. However, I think it's this one. Will give you a mini, like a mini little jiggy thing, and if you have 80 or 88 jiggies, they will give you a second life bar. It's kind of like the second row of life in Zelda. So I highly recommend that you do this. Yeah, there it is. I was gonna say there should be a feather one too, the gold or red feather one, but apparently I don't know the sound of the red feather. Or the red feather sound, based on Grunty's Furnace Fun from last time. But I suppose let's get this started, shall we? Been wasting too much time. Oh, that's nasty. That we just got launched from a cauldron that she puked in. And as you can see, we got our second full life bar, and there are about, I want to say, 4 or 5 stages to this battle. First one is pretty basic. She's going to fly around, and all you got to do is avoid her. And I guess it's not that time. Maybe it's the 3rd time, you know, typical video. Nope, 2nd time. As you can see, her broomstick has decided to fail, and she will throw these little meteor things at you. And that's pretty much the first stage. It's not really too difficult to handle. And see, she'll go down again, and she'll throw 2 this time. Nope, just 1 still. And oh my goodness, roll! And oh my goodness, roll! Really difficult. Oh, this time she does 3. Alright. Then she breaks down, and let's get the 2nd stage started. Oh, that one was homing. I didn't know that. Maybe we already started the next stage, and I just wasn't paying attention. No, this is technically the second. There's the same stage. Oh, wow. I did not think that was going to happen. Okay, there we go. There we go. Once she gives you a honeycomb piece, then you have the next stage starting. And she'll do a homing thing, just use gold feathers to... Or if you want to take the hit, you can take the hit as well. Use the gold feathers right there to avoid her little homing spell thingy there. Grab that. And then you go right here. This is why you need the eggs. And I think you need 3 per place she moves to. And as long as you use the Cheeto cheats and you filled up before you came here, you should be perfectly okay in all honesty. This final battle really isn't that hard. There's certain aspects to it that are hard, but you'll see it in a second what I'm talking about probably. That definitely gave me trouble when I was younger, which is why we have the red feathers up here. There's a reason why we have red feathers. Pretty much you're going to use most of the moves that you learned throughout the game in this final battle. The moves that I'm thinking of that you really don't use is the wading boots and the turbo trainers. I think you use pretty much everything else. Like eggs, obviously, from Momo's Mountain, we needed. And yeah, that wasn't too hard to avoid. And now Bottle's going to tell us how good we're doing right now and give us a flight pad, which is where we need the flight thing from. We really don't need to use the Wonder Wing, I guess, technically, either, but it's really nice to avoid her homing thing. And she's just going to stop in the middle of the air, and this is the part where I was telling you it could get a little hard if you have a hard time controlling the flying thing, which sometimes I do. I do have that difficulty sometimes, especially if you're going to try to hit her while she's moving. Like, nope, she stopped moving. Roll it. That's one part of it I don't like, is when she decides to do her little meteor thing there when I'm not looking. Makes me worried that I'm going to hit her or get hit by it. Obviously I want to hit her. Like, there. Okay, good. Very, very worried. Technically I have 2 bars of health, so I don't know why I'm so worried, but besides the point. It's just nice to not have to worry about it. Oh yeah, her hat counted. Maybe it's 5 in this one, and I just don't remember. 4 or 5. I swear it was only 3, though. The traditional 3. You only have to hit it 3 times. There you are. Couldn't find ya. Couldn't find ya! Oh, now you're just trying to avoid me. What? A little... Man, in HD, this looks fantastic. I'm glad they... Well, I guess they didn't remake it, but you know what I mean, that they put a port on the 360, since I guess technically Rare is owned by Microsoft now, but besides, oh, come on. You can stay like almost right behind her. Like I said, this is probably the part where you're going to have the most trouble. It's not really hard to avoid those. Oh, come on, I thought I had that one. Oh no, I forgot. Did I forget to put... No. Yeah, I did forget to put in the red feathers cheat. I said I was going to do that at some point, didn't I? And I completely forgot about it. I can't believe that. I was like, hold on, there's no way I've used that many red feathers already. And I forgot to put in the Cheeto cheat for it. Man, I feel estúpido. Muy. And, okay, Grunty, you go that way. And, okay, you're stopped. Got it. That had to have been like a pixel. Is that what? That hitbox. Okay, and then she's gonna have her shield up. And then we can just go. Oh, is that not how you do it? I thought it was. Maybe I'm misremembering. Let me grab this piece of life real quick. Oh, that's right, duh. This is the 4th stage. Get the Jinjos to help out. And since it's not because we rescued all of them, obviously, but throughout the game, obviously, you're going to collect a couple of them, so we're thankful. And I am doing absolutely horrible not getting hit. Rescued the orange one first, hoping we were going to get my favorite color, green, but that's okay. The orange one's going to, bam, deep bomb it. We got 4 more. I do know there's one color that doesn't get represented, but that's because we can represent it a little bit. The yellow one just got represented right. Good job. And we got the pink one. We saved the best for last, of course. We saved Mr. Green. Yeah, you get him, Greenie. Greenie, get him. Or guess get her. Get her, Greenie. Yeah. There goes her broom. Her broom's broken. So we got her on the ground again, finally. But she's still got her shield up. How are we going to take that out? That's a good question. We got her 2nd life bar back, somehow. Just avoid these, and then survive this, and that'll start the last phase of the game. The blue one, the Gingenator. This is the ultimate weapon against Grunty. And she can somehow shoot her meat cancer. And there we go. Oh, okay. I didn't know how many eggs we're supposed to put on it. Exactly. Okay, my cat is going to annoy me. I'm sorry for just bringing that up randomly, but my cat is literally climbing over everything right now. Okay, let's avoid all these. We need to start paying attention because I've gone through more life than I'd like to. Bam, and okay, that's locked up. And now we'll just do one more round of avoiding her attacks, and we should be okay. Alright, Ginginator, let's get you activated. Oh, it's 6, I think. The Ginginator is activated. The spirit of every color Jinjo, except for the blue one, because that is the blue one, has gone into the Ginginator. And the Ginginator, oh, she is scared of it, as you can see by her agape look. And because of it, the Ginginator is going to spin around and 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 hit her! Not once, not twice, not thrice, not 4 times, not 5 times, not 6 times, not 7 times, not 8 times, but as you can see every time it hits it, or yeah, it hits her, it does one of the Jinjo colors. Now she's really scared because I hope you can't hear the vibration of the color. There she goes! Down goes Grunty. Tries to send up the last spell at us. We're on the Jinjo statue for some reason. I didn't notice that. She falls along with some of her tower. And down she goes on Spiral Mountain. She fell through the ground somehow, and yeah. Here is where she will rest. Grunty has found her tomb. For now, of course. For now. There is Banjo Kazooie. You don't think she would just stay there forever, would she? No. Grunty will live. She will live to fight another day. But for now, we will celebrate at the beach, because now we finally beat Grunty. The yellow Jinjo's there to welcome us. Bottles is eating his watermelon. We're drinking. Banjo's drinking nothing. Looks like Kazooie's drinking some pink lemonade. Those watermelons are craftily placed right there with the banana. Rare, you have an interesting sense of humor. If you are old enough to get that, that's fantastic. It's a good thing that the younger audience would not get that. Yes, 2D, you better tell us that we can relax now. Good, good. Oh, Kazooie's gonna rub it into Bottles that he's a hero. Or she's a hero, sorry. Even though technically without Bottles' help we wouldn't have been able to do anything. Even though I think Banjo's... Nope. What's the castle list? We already watched it last time, didn't we? No, it's gonna go through all the characters again. I guess I can talk through this because it's only the cast this time. They're technically the characters in the game, so this won't be nearly as bad as I am hoping it will be. Hopefully I can talk through the whole thing. But, as you can see, all the characters in the game had a certain name. If you need to, you can go to the Banjo Wiki and look at them as well. But you can see them right here as well. But besides the points, I have hoped you have enjoyed. Oh, I see what they're doing. They're doing the enemies now, pretty much, because we didn't go through them in the credits for Rare. I get it now. We're going through all the enemy lists. That little the nest thing on that, like it's, you know, it's underwear, I guess we'll call it. It didn't look right. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this LP of Banjo Kazooie. It is one of my favorite games. I am sorry that it took me 4 months to get through this game. It should have honestly took 2 months less if I did this every day, and I did it the way that I have decided I'm going to record on my Xbox now. But yeah, didn't really work out that way. Besides the points, I think we'll have 2 more episodes of Banjo Kazooie, unless I want to try to fit it in all into one. I might do that, and I could probably fit it into one. But that will be a lot of editing. Not that that's an issue. I just won't know how long the episode is. I don't want to make it too long of a bonus episode, even though technically it is a bonus episode. I do want to show you some things that are available after the game is over. Well, it's not after the game is over, but some things that are better to do after the game. Because, I mean, they're not really necessary for the game, but it's interesting though. Obviously, one of them I'm going to be showing you is Stop and Swap. Stop and Swap stuff. I'll show you how to do the cheats for those and show you where they are. I think there is almost one in every level. There isn't one in Mumbo's Mountain, but there's one in Treasure Trove Cove. There's not one in Clankers. Or Bubble Loop's one, sorry. And then there's one in the last 5 levels of the game. Freeze Easy Peak, Gobi's Valley, Mad Monster Mansion. There's 2 in Mad Monster Mansion, actually. Rusty Bucket Bay, and Click Clock Wood. There is something from Stop and Swap in every single level, which I will show you. And maybe go into a little bit of detail about what Stop and Swap is all about. It was a big controversy. Oh, I remember going to the Rare Witch Project website when I was younger, when trying to see if they had something new about Stop and Swap. I was really into it. Technically, I don't think that they've given everything away, like, as of what it is. I think it's still a secret, but I guess we'll know in a little bit, won't we? Or not a little bit, but if they make another game, we'll know in a little bit. Perhaps it's one of the games being announced at E3. That'll be on the Xbox One. I guess we'll see. But I don't know. I really love the Banjo Kazooie series. I've never played Nuts and Bolts, but I've heard not great things about it. Well, maybe at some point I would like to try it. What else? Oh, the other thing I'm going to show you is a little game that was heavily used in Banjo Tooie. It is actually the way that you unlock levels in Banjo Tooie. But I'll show that off too. I don't think I'll do too many of them. I don't think the reward for it is that great that I remember of. Otherwise, that's the 2 things that I want to do, is show you the Stop and Swap stuff and the little mini game that you can do in the middle, or not in the middle, but that you can do in the game. It's pretty cool. Zubbas, there they are. They will be returning in the next game. Not Grublin Hood. They will not be returning. They're annoying. I think there is whip cracks and whiplashes in future games. Cheeto's in the next game, I do know that. We'll see Cheeto again. And, alright, that's the end of the credits. So, now that we have 100% of the game, actually, Mumbo is actually going to show us a part of the Stop and Swap thing that I was talking about a little earlier. He's got those pictures right there that he's somehow found in the tree. Yeah, you got secret pictures. That's fantastic. Why don't you show them? And if I remember correctly, he's going to show us the one in Treasure Trove Cove, Gobi's Valley, and Freeze Easy Peak. Also, if I've been rambling, I do apologize. I'm trying my best. I was trying my best to talk through the credits, which they were a lot shorter than the ones from yesterday. I think the developer credits and all that literally took about 10 plus minutes, so yeah. If I was watching, I would be glad that that was fast forwarded. I think I forgot to have secrets for new game, Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Yeah, not really. I don't think that's what they were planned to be used for. How they did it in Nuts and Bolts, I do know that. Mumbo's jaw dropped in awe, I'm sure. I think in Banjo Kazooie they talk about Banjo Tooie and how that stopping flop's going to be used. Oh, Mumbo. No, I've heard nuts and bolts do not make it. Banjo Kazooie look like the jokes. Banjo Tooie did though. Banjo Tooie is amazing. I love Banjo Tooie. I think I like it better than Banjo Kazooie, but as you can see, this island was raised up, which it wasn't there in. It wasn't raised up when we went in Treasure Trove Cove. So I hope it's not doing this in the video, and when I'm looking at it, it looks like it kinda is, but in my, I don't know what's going on here. It looks like there's some screen tearing or something. This is really odd. On the picture part, that is. Oh, whoops. And they're gonna block us from seeing what that is. Gonna go into Wallace's Cave, Freeze Easy Peak one, and yes, you have. Banjo, you're correct, but oh, did they actually show? And as you can see, the ice there is broken, and you can get the ice key. We could have saw that actually earlier. I just didn't show it, and because he was gonna make an inappropriate joke. I know where I'd like to stick that. Oh, Kazooie. And we saw this with Gobi. He gave us a Mumbo, or an extra honeycomb piece there, but that door wasn't open, and now it's open. So we go up there and hit the switch. And when we hit the switch, we get the blue egg. So the pink egg was on Treasure Trove Cove. Maybe I wasn't paying attention when they showed it. And the blue egg in Gobi's Valley, and the ice key in Freeze Easy Peak. There are more. Like I said, there's 2 more things in Mad Monster Mansion, another one in Rusty Bucket Bay, and another one in Click Clock Wood that they didn't show. So, 4 more that they didn't show. But let's bask in the glory of this game, because it was a great game. Then a little epilogue, Flungo. Flungo is going to try really hard to free Grunty. He will do his best. And that she will. She will be back for her rematch in Banjo Tooie. And the happy music has started, so I guess I'm going to have to end the episode here. I hope you've liked the series. We'll come back to the Banjo Kazooie world, but it is not what I'm going to be doing next. I have an idea of 2 games I want to do. Maybe more, I'm not sure, but at least 2 before I come back into the Banjo Kazooie world. Trust me, Banjo 2 is going to be at least 2 or 3 times longer. So, quite the project. Besides the point, I guess it's time to end the episode. If you like this part, I appreciate a like. Any thoughts, comments, concerns, complaints, leave them down below in the comment box. Otherwise, listen to Banjo Plays Banjo, and have a good day.